Now, another story I want to talk about is Newsweek and how it was sold for $1 to the audio tycoon Sidney Harman. Many of you have used the Harman Kardon stereophonic devices. I don't have one myself. I use Bose, neither of whom advertise on my show. But Harman Kardon designed some beautiful audio equipment over his career, or at least he was the man who owned the company that designed some beautiful equipment. And he's 91 years old. His wife is Jane Harman. Jane Harman is one of the radical leftists in Congress, a deem, of course, a former mayor of San Diego who bought her way into Congress, who is now sitting on the House Security Committee, whatever they call it. Here is a housewife, Jane Harman, a radical left-wing housewife from San Diego. I believe she is the chairman of the House Subcommittee on Intelligence. This is what's running America today in a war on terror, if you can believe it. Anyway, her old man, Sidney, just bought Newsweek for $1. Now you say, how could that be? Newsweek, that's a venerable institution. National treasure. Well, is it a national treasure when it puts out liberal tripe every week? It had to reduce the liberal tripe to once a month until it went out of business. We looked up the actual circulation of this Newsweek, and you'll see why he paid $1 for it. And I'll tell you why it's more than $1 and why he bought it. Take a guess what the circulation is of Newsweek magazine. Look, when you were younger, 30 years ago, Newsweek was something most people read. But now, not anymore. Their circulation is down to about 62,000 copies per edition. I think it's, once a week now or once a month? Does anyone know? It's weekly. It's still weekly because I know they had to change it a little bit. Okay, so their circulation of Newsweek, the circulation of Newsweek is 62,000 a week. My audience is 8 to 10 million a week. What did I just say? Newsweek, 62,000 a week. Savage Nation, 8 to 10 million a week. Good Housekeeping down to 395,000 a week. Redbook down to 126,000 a week. Time Magazine, that despicable left-wing rag, 90,000 idiots read it a week. So why is talk radio still a giant in the news business while these news weeklies are falling by the wayside is the question. And I would throw a question to my audience as follows. When did you stop reading news weeklies and why did you stop reading them? Now, I know you'll probably call with the obvious because they were too biased to the left, which they are. We all know that. They're all twisted to the left, and people don't want the anti-American, anti-military, anti-police, anti-family, anti-church, anti-family, anti-children magazines in their home. It's like pornography. These left-wing weeklies are like having porno in the house. People today would rather have internet pornography fed into their house than have Newsweek or Time. I'll be right back.
Savage.